Welcome back to Behind the Music of a SalvWreck Christmas, Volume 8. Today we're going to talk about the track Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate actually was a new addition to the album. It wasn't part of the original lineup that I had, but the Lord told me to make it. Like one day after Alex had left here from practicing, we did a dry rehearsal before our session. And afterwards, I started messing around with the machine just to cleanse my mind and relax and things. And so I made that beat. And I was like, you know what, this will make a great intro to the album, Heaven's Gate, especially considering Volume 7 had that gate on the cover, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, well, let's make this the intro. So it's a real simple track, production-wise, you know what I mean? And even lyric-wise, it's not really a song. It's really me like introducing the album and setting up the album for what it needs to be, right? So Heaven's Gate was about, I think it's like a 3-minute track, something like that. It's just me ushering in the divine calling for this album, Heaven's Gate. In typical fashion, you know, the beat was made on my Machina, right? Exported the tracks out. I like to structure my stuff in Pro Tools. I'm just used to that workflow. And so that's where I did the editing and piecing together everything and doing the song structure and things like that. So this track was recorded in Florida at Resolve Records, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, it was the first track I did at Resolve Records. And so I brought that audio home and cleaned it up, you know what I mean? And that's how Heaven's Gate came about. It's not too much more to talk about it. It's just really an introduction to set the album up for what the album's gonna be about, you know what I mean? Talking to those going through a dark time, those who's contemplating of swallowing the bullet during the holiday seasons, because there's a lot of people going through some stuff, man. We could tend to get caught up in the bright lights and the presents and being together with families, but there are a lot of people who don't have family, who aren't under them bright lights, who's somewhere in the dark corner, in bars and at home and in strip clubs, and just trying to find some way to connect it to society in some form or fashion as best they can, you know what I mean? So that's what Heaven's Gate was letting them know that this album is for you guys, you know what I mean? So that's Heaven's Gate.